Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review. Today let's look at a sample from the house of Kenneth Cole. And once again, I'm continuing my look into the Mankind lineup. This one is called Mankind Unlimited. And this is a picture of the bottle that's inside the card. And the sample here is a 1.5 ml. Encased with black leather and affixed with chrome bolts, each element captures the essence of mankind with a sleek, tailored architecture. The ultimate man celebrates how he perseveres, how he inspires us, and how he demonstrates strength and determination every day. It's a pretty powerful statement right there. Fortunately, I think the statement is more powerful and interesting than the actual fragrance, but let's get into that here a little bit. This is a 2015 release, classified as a woody fragrance, with top notes of watery notes, citruses, and cucumber, middle notes of vetiver, flowers, and cashmere wood, and in the base we have sandalwood, oak moss, tonka bean, and musk. I've been wearing this one for quite a while now. I actually got 3 samples off of eBay. I gave one away to a guy, so I actually wore 1 complete sample, and now I'm on my 2nd sample right now. This one, it does draw a lot of comparisons to Mont Blanc's Legend and Abercrombie & Fitch's Fierce. So those 2 fragrances, they've been copied quite a bit and cloned and stuff, so it doesn't really do much for me. I kind of agree with what they're saying with the Mont Blanc Legend comparison here. What is interesting here is some of the contrasting notes here. I mean, you have like this watery cucumber note combined with the tonka bean and the oak moss. Now the oak moss here isn't really dark and old school like polo green or Dracar Noir. It's just more of a modern kind of a oak moss note, synthetic. It's not really make things too interesting here. The tonka bean is definitely there, gives it sort of a sweet and spicy darkness, but then you get the cucumber, kind of adds like a watery fresh greenness as well. So those 2 combine to give it sort of its own thing, but it's sort of a clash. Like I said, doesn't really mesh really well in my opinion. More or less just your typical tonka bean fragrance, like you said, Mont Blanc Legend or Fierce. So yeah, if you like tonka bean fragrances, you'll probably enjoy this one, but it just won't do anything for you, I don't think, unless you really get interested in that cucumber combo with the tonka bean and the oak moss, which I don't find that interesting or pleasant. It's okay, but I wouldn't rush out and buy this one. It'd be an okay fragrance for someone starting out. You know, if you're used to wearing like the Axe body sprays, you can up your game to something a little bit more interesting and, you know, mature. Yeah, this would be a good one for something like that. But if you have a large collection like I do, this one probably will just sort of gravitate to the back of that shelf eventually. And there's not a lot of talk about this one. Definitely doesn't deserve any hype, and it deservedly doesn't get a lot of attention either. So let's get into some final scores. The smell, I'm going to say 7 out of 10. A nice smell, it just isn't very interesting. Projection longevity, just okay. I'm going to say like 3 to 5 hours. We'll give it like 7 out of 10. Versatility, 7.5 out of 10. I think this one is sort of like designed for just everyday wear. I think it would do well in the winter, fall, because it has that dark, you know, the oak moss combo with the tonka bean, but enough freshness, perhaps from the cucumber, greenness, watery notes to give it some depth in the spring and summertime as well. Uniqueness, I'm going to say 6 out of 10. That's really where this fragrance falls apart. It just didn't do anything too different. It tried to do something with the cucumber, but that didn't really work out really well in my opinion. Price point, this one is discounted pretty heavily at FragranceNet. 3.4 ounce bottle for $24.56. That's not a bad deal for a full-size bottle. But yeah, for me, 6.5 out of 10. If you already have Legend, this one's really not going to do much for you, I don't think. It's a pleasant addition to the Mankind lineup, but probably one of the least interesting ones in the lineup as well. So that's my final thoughts on Mankind Ultimate. Sort of a non-interesting but pleasant enough fragrance that might be worth sampling, but I certainly wouldn't blind buy it. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.